I know what you're thinking. Is that a pajama top? Yes, it is. You know, I stay chic in this house. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here. So, I got a lot of amazing responses on last week's video, which was a review of the Rhodium Mines Notebook and the giveaway. And part of the giveaway sort of entry procedure was for you guys to tell me what you wanted me to talk about on this channel and what kind of videos you wanted me to make. And the number one most requested video has to be a bullet journal setup. So that's exactly what I'm doing for you today. And we are going to walk through 5 essential spreads that I think every bullet journal needs, especially if you're like me and you don't really go back and use like 80% of the spreads you create at the start of a bullet journal. Hopefully you'll still find this video helpful anyway. So if you like this video, of course, remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe down below and leave a comment telling me what you think of this and what spreads you think are essential to your own bullet journal. So as always, thank you so much for being here and let's get right into it. Alright, so the notebook that I'm using today is the Rhodium Mines Dotted Notebook in black. You can see a full review in the top right corner. I'll leave a link there. And the fine liners I'm using are the Uni Pen fine liners in 0.3, 0.5 and 0.05. These are honestly the best ones I've ever used because they are so pigmented and fade proof. And of course we have a fluffy advisor who will be supervising this entire video. So let's get into it. Now, don't hate me. I painted some watercolors on these spreads beforehand, mostly because I don't think I'm qualified enough to show you a demonstration, let alone a tutorial on how to use watercolors, because I'm not that good at them. But when I get to that point, I promise you that will be the first video I'll create. Alright, so today I'm going to show you how I'm setting up my brand new bullet journal, and I will share 5 spreads with you because I am not going crazy with this journal. I am not creating far too many spreads that I won't go back and use because I just don't go back. So first things first, I'm going to set up my future log, and because I noticed that I don't plan more than 6 months in advance, which is not very good if you're looking to have a lot of foresight, but it's just not something I do. So I'm setting up 6 months with just the calendars and spaces to write down important dates and what I'm planning to focus on. And you'll notice that my lettering isn't perfect. And that is for a reason, because I want to show you the joys of owning a white gel pen, which you will see in just a second. There we go. And that just takes care of any mess that you may have created. Okay, so for the next spread, again, this is the only other spread I'm creating as like a general bullet journal spread, and this is my business plan. Nothing too elaborate, nothing too crazy, just a very, very basic plan, because I find that I usually plan more elaborately when I'm closer to actually working on a project. So first I'm just going to start with a 3-column table where I write down all the major projects that I'm going to, undertake, the target and the dates I would achieve it by. And a second 3-column table just to write down potential income, actual income, just to see how close I am to my expected targets. So that's it, very simple, nothing too crazy. Now we're going to jump right into planning for June. I wasn't lying, those are the only 2 general spreads I have because I just don't go back and use too many. So for June, I wanted like a foresty theme, and with trees and flowers and things like that. Again, my lettering is not perfect, but I think that is the charm of a bullet journal, is that it is so handmade and so organic Because if I really wanted perfect letters, I would just print them out on sticker paper and stick them on, or just buy a pre-printed journal. But I think the whole handmade feel, for me personally, it makes me feel a lot more comfortable kind of putting my thoughts out in this journal because it's not perfect. So I can't make it any less perfect if I just scribble around in it. So just a basic simple calendar with space to write down important dates, which will be migrated in from my yearly log. Um, the next spread for every month, obviously, is my monthly log. And as you notice, I write from the bottom up just to make sure everything has enough space. And my goals page, again, is very simple. I like to select no more than 5 major goals every month. So just very minimal, just very basic functional spreads. And the final spread I'm going to show you today is my monthly tracker. Now, this is something I have to have every single month because my mental health requires that I take 2 different kinds of medication, plus like vitamins and things like that. So I need to make sure I'm taking all of those every single day. And I need to track a bunch of habits like meditating, working out, my sleep pattern, my mood, all of that. So I usually just use symbols instead of writing out what I'm tracking because it just saves so much more space and it allows me to create cool little like dotted grids and things like that. And finally, I'm going to write down my gratitude just next to the tracker every day. So that's the first thing I do every morning, and I think that's a good idea. And just these horizontal lines to mark out the days of the week. And there you go, guys. Very quick, very easy, basic setup. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. And if you like this video, remember to leave a thumbs up and a comment below. And of course, subscribe to my channel for more videos every week. Bye!